to Government House Diary. This is a platform where we update you on the official engagements of the Governor of Ekiti State, Mr. Biodun Oyebanji. My name is Toba Babalola. Ekiti State Governor Mr. Biodun Oyebanji has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to revolutionizing education through digital learning by establishing digital classes in all schools in the state. The governor said this during the inauguration of a digital smart school donated by the founder of Africa Interactive, Mr. Bola Olayomi, at the State Government College at Ekiti. The governor acknowledged that the digital smart school, equipped with modern ICT tools and e-learning platforms, is part of his administration's education blueprint to elevate the standards of public schools, adding that other public schools in the state will soon benefit from the opportunity. Commending the donor for giving back to the community, Governor Oyebanji said that the e-learning facility donated was designed to boost instructional delivery in the school and facilitate effective teaching and learning for improved learning outcomes.
When the request came, I asked the Ministry of Education, which school in the state has been doing well? That don't let us bring emotions into this. If a donor is going to give us this magnitude of investment, there must be value addition. So which school will use it best? And please just tell me in fire. Because their decision is to take it to my community. And I said no. So I'm glad that we are here today. What that one tells me is you must sustain this performance so that you can get better government intervention. You know, you got this on merit. And I was just telling the chairman TESCOM, and I'm going to say this publicly, very soon we are going to start recruitment for teachers. I approved recruitment of 1,800 teachers and non-teaching staff. I don't know how many you are recruiting now. It must be based on merit. If anybody comes to you using my name, I'm not going to send anybody to you, and I'm saying it publicly here.
We're saying that the school was situated at the government college based on its history of high academic performance. Governor Oyebanji said that his administration will soon embark on training and retraining of teachers that will align with the global digital trends and fit into the digital world with excellent use of computer and other interactive technological gadgets.
State Government College at Ekiti. This intervention is aimed at transforming the facility of the college into smart classrooms to facilitate effective teaching and learning for improved learning outcomes. Let me express my profound gratitude to the facilitator of this intervention, Sir Bola Olayomi, who is an instructor of Ekiti State, for these remarkable contributions toward enhancing education service delivery in our state. Let me at this junction congratulate the staff and students of this college for having this facility in your domain. It is expected that you will put the facility to effective use and ensure they are always in good condition. As I said, it is obvious to everyone that technology-driven education service delivery is irreversible. I therefore encourage our teachers and students to continue to take advantage of the various capacity buildings to improve themselves and enhance their performance. I learned a new grammar today, technology native and technology migrants. You know, and I'm so glad to hear that our teachers have transformed from being a migrant to a native. Congratulations. Because one thing that scares people here is that position. I'll use this opportunity to reiterate our administrative commitment to making good quality education accessible to school-age children through our free and compulsory education programs from the primary to secondary school levels. This is evident in the renovation and modernization of school buildings to make schools conducive for teaching and learning, provision of interactive boards and computer devices in ICT laboratories and classrooms, upgrading of science laboratories and capacity building for teachers and school administrators, payment of examination fees, including WAEC examination, distribution of JAMS form, award of bursary and scholarships to deserving students in tertiary institutions, payment of running grants to schools to enhance the effectiveness of school management. It is important to state that all the 200 public schools in the states and 3 special schools have solar inverters to provide uninterrupted electricity supply to power their devices and also illuminate the school. So also are internet facilities available in 125 public secondary schools to facilitate e-teaching and learning. For 2025 external examinations alone, the state government paid 652,798,300 for the WAEC examination, including additive cost for 17,085 students, and 35 million NAPTEP fees and admin cost for 800 technical college students. In the state, we always collaborate and partner with organizations and philanthropists who will add value to our people and support our strategies to provide for and sustain the well-being of our people. I believe strongly, sir, that you said that the future of education is a combination of what you teach, how you teach, and where you teach. And what we have done today is to combine the three. You came in, you've upgraded the environment to make it conducive. They have the books and the contents. It's relevant. So, and in the state, we are working on those 3 tripods. You know, the content, the curriculum itself, you know, has to be relevant to the needs of the 21st century. The learning environment must be conducive for both students and for teachers, you know, and also the know-how and how to teach, the teaching methods and methodology, you know, also must be correct. And that is what we are bringing to. Also, I agree that we are well, and you will actually hear from us very soon. I don't know how to express my gratitude and that of the government I head, and the people of the state, to you and your family, you know, for this. As I sat there, you know, I was just telling myself that, look, this man is not the richest in the state. So look at what he has done. That how I wish that those God have lost from this state can look back and give back to themselves, instead of staying on the social media and criticizing. You have demonstrated commitment, not because you have money to waste, you know, but because you saw a need, not because you want to do business. Thank God we are not even giving you any job to do that. 2 years ago, we had a conversation, nothing has come up. But in spite of that, that is not even discouraging. But you are here to do this today, just to prove to us that, look, what we are selling, this is what we call proof of concept. That, look, this is what you guys are missing. If you can do this in other states. So because you know that this will change the future of this people. You cannot be developing other states and leaving your state behind. That's what you are doing. It's only God that will bless you. I'm extremely grateful from the bottom of my heart. And I promise you that this facility will be sustained. It will be maintained. When you come here, you will see that you'll be happy. And from here, we will scale up. And you will hear from us. On this note, I declare the World Smart Classes open to the glory of God and education advancement in the state.
In his address, the donor, founder of Africa Interactive, Mr. Gbolan Olayomi, described the project as a bold step towards transforming education in Ekiti State, adding that the project aligns with Governor Oyebanji's vision in preparing Ekiti children for the demands of our technologically advanced world.
You hear the name wow, wow means everything we do must be wow. We don't do wow. You look at that picture, you can see a child doing that wow, you know. And then the B means Africa. We wanted Africa to have a seat at the technology table because we got tired of going for so many events and we the only black people. And we felt what good thing can come out of Africa. And so that's the whole essence behind the name WOW. And when we set up this brand 10 years ago as a subsidiary of a bigger organization called Equipment Hall. Our plan was to transform the way Africa works and learns. And in 10 years, we're grateful to God that today, WowB is not just a pioneer in interactive technology in Nigeria, but WowB has more than 80% market share in the continent of Africa. And that is testament of God's goodness towards us. A few years ago, especially after COVID, education itself was faced with a dilemma. Kids couldn't go to school. They had to stay at home, and that interrupted their learning experience. We had been doing our interactive touchscreens way before then, and the schools that had adopted our technology were not affected by the pandemic in the way in which we had to shut down schools. And so after the pandemic, there was a big demand for what we had been doing. And after that, we thought, what could we do for our own state? We've been doing this in other places. Other places have celebrated us. What could we do for Ekiti? And so we began to reach out to Ekiti to see how could we partner? How could we, show, it's like show yourself outside, show yourself at home, and let those at home really get a feel of what you do. And so we began to reach out, and I want to appreciate all those that are here, our benefactors who helped to facilitate a lot of that process here. Nancy and Toyosi and a lot of other people who helped to facilitate that process to make us, become visible here. And so we started the journey. His Excellency was kind enough to welcome us in 2023 for us to sit with him and present what we wanted to do. Let's donate, let's give back to the state. This is where we come from. Let's show to the whole world that Ekiti can be a part with the world and accelerate. And so the proposition came, and graciously, His Excellency approved that we should come here to do that. And on the 30th of January 2025, this school was handed over to us for digital transformation, and His Excellency was kind enough to send the Chief of Staff to oversee that process. We made a promise that in 30 days we will turn this school around. Did we keep our promise? Yes. Did we do it in 30 days? Yes. And so the intention for us was that His Excellency would go from place to place, from school to school, and in a short period of time be able to see the vision that he has for education, the vision that he has for transforming Ekiti from what they call the analog way into a real interactive digital experience would be the day-to-day experience that our kids will have. And I'm glad that by the help of God, we were able to deliver on that. I want to especially thank the principal of the school. I want to especially thank the Commissioner of Education. I also want to especially thank my team, led by Kawali Kokolola, is somewhere out there that led this transformation project in terms of delivering this experience. I am very happy that we didn't come to open this school just after the 30 days. Your Excellency, you will be going to see a school that is not just something that is in the air, okay, they talk about it, no. It is alive and it is live. And it has been live. It's also not just one of those events where you come and cut a tape and do it alone. This experiment has been alive for at least 2 to 3 months now. And so it is proven. Before you came in, I went to the classroom and I asked the students, and I'm going to ask you that question here. Would you like me to take away the equipment that is there? No. That's the question I always ask. Because they have experienced the difference between there's a real before and an after. And that before and after has transformed both the teachers and the student community to the glory of God. So we are going to be looking at 16 classrooms. We're going to be looking at that has internet access 24/7. We're going to be looking at a school that has solar power 24/7. We're looking at a school that has surveillance, CCTV, because we must protect this investment. This is critical of investment, so you can see from wherever you are what's going on with regard to the school. We're going to be seeing things that are intangible, which is the transformation of our teachers. The real joy for me is the fact that when you go over there in a few minutes, you will see teachers who were trained and are now training me. So they've learned it and they've mastered it.
He added that the facility replaces traditional chalkboards and market boards with state-of-the-art interactive digital screens equipped with cameras, as well as digital screens that capture classroom activities and allow students to revisit lessons at any time. The facility, according to Mr. Olayomi, comprises of 16 solar power small classrooms, 16 interactive touch screens from Wowbill brand, internet access into all the classrooms, and CCTV for effective monitoring.
Any technology you're bringing into the learning space must be simpler to deploy than what they are used to already. Anything that makes it more complicated, Mr. Governor, never invest in it. It's got to be simpler and easier to use. So the idea is the kids should be able to come after the teacher has finished teaching them to level the parts themselves. We want them to come to the board and to be able to say, so if I ask for quality assurance, what's this part of the hard called? And everybody tell me, well, you can come and do a small test to be able to check us. But beyond that, the camera is also to make sure that you talk about the fact that they don't cheat here. Yeah. Hey, the camera keeps you very, very well behaved in class. Secondly, the essence of the camera is interactive telepresence. The mindset is that teachers in this school can teach our rural schools from here. Now, why is that so? We have subjects that we have a scarcity of teachers for. Arts, I saw that lovely, all the artwork that our young lady did, she can do that on this board. And I want you to pull that up for us, maybe go to notes and then show them how to do it. So the kids have the forces of 21st century learning: creativity, collaboration, critical thinking, and communication. All of that happens with the technology that the PTC now has from this particular school. So from a teacher's perspective, we must keep that same here. From a teaching perspective, we want our teachers to have full expression. This is what this technology does. Whatever is in the heart of the teacher, in terms of this is what I want to be able to give the kids, you can prepare it and come and deliver what is in your heart to the children. There are no restrictions anymore.
The Ekiti State Head of Service, Dr. Folakemi Olomojobi, Chairman of the State Universal Basic Education Board, Professor Femi Akiwumi, and the Chairman of the Teaching Service Commission, Mrs. Rhoda Ojo, commended Governor Oyebanji for his phenomenon transformational leadership in the state, which they said had touched virtually all sectors of the economy.
It's the governor's idea that we start with the pilot school like this. To ensure that whatever school we were going to start this week was first has sufficient security. Today, we are not just celebrating a smart classroom. Mr. Governor, maybe I should bring it to the public that you have spent about 25 billion naira in the education sector. In all the public schools in the state today, we have smart ICT classrooms. And for the first time, we are having an entire school that is smart. The meaning of this is that we have education that is learning beyond the classroom. And for those of us who send our children to private schools, this is free education. If you're going to get this in the private sector, your school fees cannot be less than 1.5 million naira. I shared a school with my brother, and that school is well-being compliant. The school fees in that school is 1.1 million naira in this agreement. Right, so we are here. Government, college, and doing smart school. Mr. Governor, you innovated the girls' hostel, the boys' hostel, the school hall, the classroom. by over 50%. I have keenly watched their wide outcomes. As bad as the world is, this is a school that Mr. Adeyeye is anytime. And for those of us in education, we understand what I mean. So you cannot change that. They have done excellently well in the wide examination.
It's excellent because of the provision that has been applied to provide. Just to find solution to the out of school children. Also, there was an announcement of 16 better schools to be built in each of the local government across the state. Aside from that, because of the migration of people to our primary school, we have decided, or we have even approved 5 more primary schools in Kere, another 2 in and aside from that, this September by the summer, we are planning to have a full basic school across the state. About that, and everything is in the digital field. Aside from this, Mr. Govt has provided just for 2024 a sum of 3.5 billion naira for state government assigned, the memorandum for the assignment. Presently, as I speak, we have trained our teachers in the area of ICT, how to make use of ICT. We have trained almost 2,500 teachers. So all this we have been able to do by the service of God.
What has translated in teaching and learning in the state started many years ago, when the head of service was a permanent secretary to the Commissioner for Education and Regulatory Affairs, was desiring for a day like this, and the day has come. I, as the teaching service chairman, I want to add that programs like this, the only problem is continuity, is personnel. We are going to work with the Commissioner for Education in training our teachers so that this laudable program will be fed in all the 192 schools and plus 8 government schools in the state. What happened there, we are going to replicate it by bringing our teachers for training. I don't want to take time. I want to congratulate my amiable government, and I want to prophesy that what we are doing in this month of June, this year, June 2020, we are going to retaliate with what? We are going to retaliate with votes. Teachers, do your work so that the parents of your students say, oh, our government is doing well.
This is a transformation from the previous analog era in education to digital era. And it's fantastic. Let me just tell you the truth. It's not what we can explain off classroom. I will just imagine you being in the classroom and you see how the boards work. So now we have teachers that are compliant with the 21st century approach to teaching and learning. We currently have students that are compliant to the 21st century approach to teaching and learning. It makes teaching easier and it creates fun while teaching. It makes the students to even assimilate faster. And there is an optimal use of the time allocated for teaching each subject. It's fantastic.
We have seen the launch of Ekiti State's first digital interactive green smart school, comprising of 16 smart classrooms, solar powered, including 16 interactive touchscreens from the Wowbee brand, our own brand, solar powered, 8 to 3 p.m., 5 days a week, making sure that learning is uninterrupted, internet access into all the classrooms, CCTV to ensure that we can monitor from a security perspective this investment to make sure that it doesn't there's no theft and any of that. And then of course the physical transformation of the school was really run down. We have been able to upgrade the facilities again, doing remedial works on the roofing, the body painting, increasing the security of the burglary proofing and the doors, and generally just uplifting the whole facade. We also did, of course, the smart classrooms from an e-library perspective. We also did a bit of intervention in that place, and then upgraded the laboratories with interactive technology.
Is there any plan to extend this team further?
Well, that will be down to the governor of the state based on his own plans, and he's made it clear that he intends to digitize the learning experience all across Ekiti State, that this is the way to go. And we're absolutely certain that like he said when he spoke earlier on, that between now and October next year, there will be a massive transformation in the education landscape, bringing Ekiti State back to the #1 position where it has always been in time past.
It's my delight and pleasure to officially commission the digital transformation of the State Government College at Ekiti as the first digital, green, interactive smart school in Ekiti State. Today, Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025, donated by Welbeck and prepared for.
And that's it on Government House Diary on this edition. Thanks for staying tuned, and do join us next time for another interesting edition. And until then, my name is Toba Babalola. Bye for now.
Mo ti ń gba ẹ̀mí bí, mo ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ abẹ, mo ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀. Ẹni tó bá yẹ kán ṣiṣẹ́ abẹ fún tó débi tí ò rí hospital tọ́ṣẹ̀ ń gbé lọ Ìdó, tọ́ṣẹ̀ ń gbé lọ nǹkan bí lè ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́nà. Ní hospital yẹn a lè gbé ààrẹ lọ́la, àbí gómìnà, àbí commissioner, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. So a ti ní owó tá a gba more doctors, more nurses for the next 1 year into all our facilities. Nínú mẹ́sàn-án tá a ń ṣe yẹn, mẹ́rin ti parí. Ẹni tó bá ń lọ yìí general hospital last year tó bá débẹ̀ sìn àkí àjẹkùdù kì í dẹ̀ ṣe pé à ń túnṣe nìkan à ń kó equipment síbẹ̀ bá a ṣe ń kọ́ ẹ la ń kó àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kán lù hospital tá à ń kó síbẹ̀ so we are not only building, we are equipping.
ẹ wo nẹ̀kẹ́ wẹ́nu ọkọ̀ o bá ò ṣe nìyàn ọmọlúwàbí ló yẹ lólórí nípìnlẹ̀ yìí ìmọ̀dò bá ṣe bí ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ àti ìbànújẹ́ bàbá mẹ́rù jọba ìlú àtúwọ̀. Yorùbá àtúnṣe lẹ́ẹ̀kejì àtúnṣe bẹ́bẹ́ báwo àṣẹ gúdúgúdú méje yàyà mẹ́fà o. Ẹ̀wọ̀nù ọkọ̀ o bá ò ṣe nìyàn ọmọlúwàbí ló yẹ lólórí nípìnlẹ̀ yìí bímọ̀dó bá ṣe bí ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ àti ìbànújẹ́ bàbá mẹ́rù jọba ìlú ọ̀tún o. ọmọ Yorùbá ń dí Abíọ́dún lẹ́lẹ́kejì ó ṣe ó ẹ jẹ́ kó padà wá o ẹ jẹ́ kó padà wá o.
fathom or comprehend this love you give. Tell me, where do I begin? Oh, hey, look at my hands up. Kimake be cherubim. Tabi said I feel Lord, Lord, Timo, why you want to fish shambora? Your mercy, your goodness, my.
Bí ókè bá ti fún mi lọmọ ọlọ́kadà ń mú lọ láti jẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀sẹ̀ bọ̀ àmì lèmi lọ àti gómìnà ọgbẹ́ kan fún mi láti jẹ́ ni mo tẹ́ jẹun rẹ̀ mo jẹun rẹ̀ ó kọ́ fún mi gbèsè kú rẹ̀ mo mẹ́ra búlọ̀kù mo kọ́kọ́ mẹ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ wúlé.
Ilé ni ìgbé tẹ́lẹ̀.
Ebe ni mi gbé tẹ́lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú omi gbá kété rẹ̀ pátá.
Kété bẹ́ẹ̀ bá lomi gbà.
Pátápátá ló gbà ẹ̀hún.
Yàrá mẹ́rin sáyìn.
Yàrá mẹ́jọ ni ló gbà ẹ̀hún. Ọ̀nà kàyẹ́ká kọ́ yàrá ilé mẹ́rin kòmísà kọ́ yàrá ilé mẹ́jọ. Ó gbà lómi gbà. Padà tó padà ọlọ́run léwu ni mo sì sí ilé jọ́kùnrin ilé ìwúsẹ́.
Owó.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ilé ìwúwo. Ìjọ ọlọ́run lè bá mi ṣe kàn péjọba báwo dẹ̀ sẹ́lẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ kò nínú ẹgbẹ́ mi ṣe mú o, bẹ́ẹ̀ kò nínú ẹgbẹ́ ọlọ́gbàálẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ kò dé bẹ́ẹ̀ kankan. Mẹ́yẹ sáká. Ṣùgbọ́n lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mórí ní báwo. Ní èyí báwo. Àtẹ̀yẹ ọkọ̀ mi lára mọ́kọ́. Mẹ fámìlì náà lọ. Gbẹ̀dẹ̀ pọ̀ ní jẹun gbẹ̀mọ́dọ̀ dúró.
Ẹ bọ̀ bí títì lè.
Ẹ lọ ní títì gbẹ̀mọ́dọ̀. Mọ̀dọ̀ dúró mo gòkè mọ̀dọ̀ dúró.
Omi yọ lẹ́run ní.
Mo kò gbé ọ mi máa bá ti kọjá bá ti ní ọbẹ̀ ní àgbà ọmọ ní àìkẹ́mi yàtá kẹ́mi mẹ́jẹ wọn á lè fún mi lé torí bá kẹ́mi fún mi lé òun. Mo sọ pé lọ́rẹ̀ gidigidi gómìnà gidi ni gómìnà kan bí kò dé ìbílẹ̀ rẹ̀ ní kẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ àjábọ́ láéláé gbára ọlọ́run olódùbọ̀rì ẹ àjábọ́ èdè sùn ká sọmọdé èdè sùn ká yẹ lọ́sẹ̀ kẹtẹ́lá kan gbélé sùn ká yẹ ọ́ lọ́sẹ̀ ẹ̀sùn kankan ká yẹ ọ́ lọ́sẹ̀ kankan láàrin dààmú ni mo dé yá sọ pé lọ́ọ̀rẹ́ báwo mo dé yá sọ pé ọ̀nìyàn ṣe lórí ilé kẹ́ẹ̀mọ́ olúbíọ́ni èmi kì í báwo ṣe lórí ilé kì mọ́mọ́mọ́ mo mò dé yá sọ pé o mo ṣeun mo mọ́lẹ̀ o mo kúlẹ̀ o báwo. Kété ògbàrá èyí báwo sánà rí pè mí. Orí ibẹ̀ gẹ́jọ́ ká àti rí gómìnà bẹ́ẹ̀ yírí èsì sí gómìnà kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kí sì ní kò ní ilé lẹ̀ èsì kágbé gómìnà àwọn oníṣẹ́ lè máa gbé búlọ́ọ̀kù méjì lélẹ̀ èsì sí kankan. Èsì sí ó ṣe ó lè ṣe gidi ó ṣe. Kàkàkẹ́ ó gan ọkọ mi pọ̀ ajá nǹkan ló gbàrà odò ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ kéé fún ló gbàrà odò àti ọ̀nà bàbá rẹ̀ bí tèmi tó tèmi tó mi bá ó sẹ́ fèsìdè tó yá kọ́lé kò mí kọ́gbé kẹ́mi má tó yà rárá ẹ bá òun láàṣà bá ọmọ rẹ o òun láàṣà bá ọmọ rẹ o kàmú rẹ̀ gọ̀pẹ́ ọ̀ní àmàgó gbàrè àmàgó báwo ó bò ṣe ń wo òwò láàṣà bá ọmọ rẹ o.
ketera ko ikelugo kale batile ohun fafa na gbo ijo oye banje o e pariwo atomode Èkìtì atagba Èkìtì igbe ba o na me bo ora ba o ajo chise ora ba o ajo ora ba o ajo chise ora ba o ajo ora ba o ni atara fun ora ba o ajo chise ọmọ Èkìtì atagba lagba Èkìtì ora ba o ajo chise ojú bá ti mọ igbe ba o na me ko ora ba o ajo chise oro ni ba ti ṣe lọ ni me je ora ba o ajo chise bí ọdún àbáyọ mi ọmọ yé bá ń jí ora ba o ajo chise uru ke nínú rẹ̀ ora ba o ajo chise o fẹ́ ṣe alẹ́ Èkìtì Èdùmàrè àràn lọ ora ba o ajo chise oríire kan bá mú ṣọmọ ẹ̀ṣọ́ rẹ̀ gígùn létí ora ba o ajo chise era àdó ilé yìí rẹ̀ ora ba o ajo chise era òkèrè ilé yìí rẹ̀ ora ba o ajo chise kété Èkìtì pátá ilé yìí rẹ̀ ora ba o ajo chise wé àkúlọ́mọdé wà dàgbàlagbà ora ba o ajo chise uru ọ̀nẹ́ bá ti ṣe lọ ní jẹ́ ora ba o ajo chise ora ba o adára fún ọ ora ba o ajo chise èrò ṣe ilé yìí rẹ̀ ora ba o ajo chise èrò èmùrè ilé yìí rẹ̀ ora ba o ajo chise èrò òmù èrò ìfàtí ilé yìí rẹ̀ ora ba o ajo chise wé àkúlọ́mọdé wà dàgbàlagbà ora ba o ajo chise ora ba o ajo chise ora ba o ajo chise ọ̀nẹ́ lọ́nẹ́ mọ̀mọ́ sọ́nù nìyàwó ní ọ̀rá jájọ́ ajo chise múrú yàtọ̀ sùúrù o ora ba o ajo chise ẹ̀nà múrú ṣe bẹ̀ ẹ̀nà múrú ijó o ora ba o ajo chise ọmọ ọmọ lè wẹ̀ ṣọmọlágídí.
Good day and welcome to Govt House Diary. Govt House Diary is a platform where we update you on the official engagement of the Governor of Ekiti State, Mr. Abiodun Oyebanji. My name is Toba Babalola. Welcoming you on this edition.
The hand of His Excellency. Can we celebrate this wonderful morning? Solidarity!
On this edition, we shall be taking a look at the 2025 Workers' Day celebration, where Governor Oyebanji commended the resilience, sacrifice, commitment and patriotic zeal of the state workforce to the growth, development and socio-economic progress of the state. Governor Oyebanji gave the commendation by addressing workers at the 2025 edition of May Day celebration held at the Ekiti Porepo Pavilion at Ekiti. He said the dedication of workers in the state has been instrumental in driving the state's economic growth and sustaining its progress. The governor described workers as the backbone of the state's progress and prosperity, and also aid them for the pivotal role they play in ensuring smooth running of the state's economy and governance. He noted that his government had been able to fulfill its critical obligations to workers, strengthening the workforce and reducing unemployment, recognizing workers' rights to fair wages and better working conditions to enhance improved performance on the job. Governor Oyebanji promised to continue to provide the platform for public workers in the state and private investors to thrive, urging the workers to continue to be more professional in their services to the state.
I express my sincere gratitude and appreciation to you for your support and for your understanding and for your patience. And I recommit myself to serving you to the best of my ability, God helping me. I have listened to all the issues raised by your leaders with respect to outstanding emoluments. I heard the ASU's delegation shouting leave bonus. I've heard you loud and clear. God will help us. One thing you can take to the bank is that I'm here to serve you. And as long as God enables us and we have the resources, we will demonstrate commitment to all those things. I've heard you and I've told the head of service to let me look at the numbers. Then after that, we take it on once at a time.
Thank you. God bless you. The day I was sworn in as the governor of this state, I inherited both the assets and the liabilities of government. And government is a continuum, so we look at all those outstandings that are due to state workers. I'm sure that we've done a lot with local government workers. Then, so those that are due to state workers, we will see what we can do about it. You know, we are trying to slice the cake in a way and manner that everybody in Ekiti State will benefit from it. But you don't have to worry. You have a governor that will serve you. And truly, faithfully, God will help you to do that. The other issues raised by the chairman of CUC with respect to workers that were disengaged, I got your letter and I've minuted it to the Ministry of Justice, and I've called the Attorney General who is there to sit down with you and find a way around it. We're a government that respects law and order. So once there's a court government, but there are procedures and processes to be met. Once those conditions are met, we definitely obey court rulings. So it's not a problem once they have a judgment. The other one is the issues of disengaged staff in EXU. And I've told the NSC chairman, EXU is a subvented institution. EXU has a governing council. Staff of EXUs were employed by the governing council, not by the government of Ekiti State. And Mr. NSC chairman said, I will not interfere in the running of EXU. I've told NSC to write to council, to the governing council, and take their issue to governing council. But you think that I will now impose my wish on governing council, it's not going to happen. Because that will be laying a bad precedent by usurping the power of council who employed them. It was council that employed them, and it was council that relieved them of their appointments. So if they are going to be engaged, you must approach council. It's wrong to come and approach government to put pressure on council to do that. It's against the law. And as a leader of this state, I will not do that. It gives me a great pleasure to join our comrades and colleagues on the occasion of the May Day celebration 2025 at this great arena. This year event marks my third celebration with workers in Ekiti State since my inauguration as governor. I've not missed any May Day celebration. And God's helping us, by next year I will be here. And all of us will be here too, in the mighty name of Jesus. I have confidence to walk here and come and stand before you because I know that we are together. So there's nothing pushing me away from coming to address you. And I will not do anything that will make it impossible for me to come and face you the way I'm doing. Just continue to pray for us and continue to serve you. I congratulate all workers in these states and across the globe on this auspicious occasion. More than anything else, May Day celebration is dedicated to the celebration of industry, endurance, and the productivity of workers, the very goals that lays the golden head. Today's event is an opportunity to pay tribute to the working class and to appreciate their invaluable contributions and unflinching commitment to the overall development of Ekiti State and humanity in general. Let me therefore salute the industrious contribution of Ekiti workers, both in public and private sectors, who have kept Ekiti moving and created the ever-expanding Ekiti economy for their hard work. Ekiti workers are the pride of our commitments, are the pride of our state and our greatest asset. Your resilience, loyalty, and unwavering commitment, even in the face of challenges, inspires us daily. As the engine of government, workers have contributed significantly to the development of this state since its creation. More importantly, we cannot forget your personal sacrifices and patriotic contributions on the inception of this state. This year theme, reclaiming the civic space in the midst of economic hardship, addressing the current economic challenges and the need for all workers to gladly ruminate on the best options to rescue the economy. I urge you to note that this is a period for dialogue, synergy, mutual understanding in providing solutions to perennial economic crisis and accountability in government. I urge workers as major stakeholders to come forth with ideas, constructive opinions,
a strategy to transform the economy for the greater benefit of the citizens. Let me assure you that on our part, all hands will continue to be on deck to explore better avenues that will make life convenient for all our people. There is no gainsaying the fact that this administration, your government, considers the importance of strengthening the workforce and reducing unemployment through various programs instituted to reposition the public service. I am very proud to highlight some notable achievements made by our administration that positively impact workers' welfare. This includes, but not limited to, the following: 1,500 primary school teachers recruited across 16 local government areas, 930 subject teachers recruited in the public secondary school, and I'm aware that we are given approval for the recruitment of additional 1,800 teachers and non-academic staff to our schools. 48 education officers recruited into SUBEP. Security guards of various numbers were appointed and deployed to public primary schools. Infrastructure upgrade through completion and construction of new office buildings for local government service commission in the state secretariat. Institution of capacity development programs through training and the training of staff in order to keep pace with emerging trends. Approval and payments of 70,000 new minimum wage to Ekiti state workers across board. As a responsible government, the adoption of a comprehensive, consequential new minimum wage for Ekiti workers remain a positive development among the communities of states. Despite the economic challenges, I believe in the fundamental principles that workers should not be denied their wages. Disbursement of housing and vehicle loans to eligible teaching and non-teaching staff of the state public secondary school. Approval and implementation of accumulated 2022 to 2023 promotion areas for all eligible public servants, teachers, and all other workers in the states. Presentations of cash awards to 80 civil servants during the 2024 Public Service Awards of Excellence ceremony. Approval of career progression to grade 16 for primary school teachers across the state. Approval to pay parities to doctor in the Ministry of Health and Hospital Management Board. Payment of 7.2 billion and 4.23 billion gratuity to state and local government areas retirees respectively from October 2023 to April 2025. So we have managed to reduce our gratuity outstanding to 2025, and I'm believing in God that by next year we will also make a bigger dent on it. But my greatest desire is to ensure that everybody of the team is paid, and by the time we leave, we'll be able to put in place a structure that will have migrated everybody to the CPS, so that by the time we retire, we get a gratuity. Provision of free shuttle buses for staff and students as part of palliative measures to aid transportation challenges for citizens. In spite of the minimum wage, we still keep the buses free, and it continue to run by the grace of God. Approval of 90% consolidated health salary structure (CONHES) and 100% hazard allowance for health workers. I'm aware that there's still a remaining 10% to this. We are discussing, and by God, next year this one will not be on the agenda again. Over 100 public primary school and secondary school have been renovated with internet service, digital devices, and solar power as alternative power supply provided in the public schools. And I know that the 2024 renovation of primary schools will start any moment from now. But Ekiti State is one of the few states in the country that have paid the 3.5 billion Catabank fund to access the money from UBE. And we also, with excitement and pride, we have established the Ekiti State Therapy Center for Children with Disability. If there's one thing that gladdens my heart as a governor, is what we have done with our children with special needs in all across their schools, and we have created a platform for them to exhibit God-given potential in their life, and God will continue to be with all of them. Our administration has endeavored to fulfill its critical obligations to workers by ensuring a safe and healthy work environment, fair wages and benefits, and respect for workers' rights. We are committed to restoring the dignity and pride of workers, thereby providing the civic space that an average worker needs in Ekiti State. While it is an indisputable fact that government here has a lot of grant to cover in the payment of gratuity, we have shown genuine commitment to ensuring a monthly release of 100 million naira each state, 100 million naira each local government to defray gratuities. And we have not regretted once since we came into office. This is different from the intervention releases that is more than 10 billion to defray old backlog of pensions and gratuity. It is hoped that in no time, all the backlogs will have been cleared. I'm not unaware that the increase in the numbers of workers in the public service requires corresponding facilities and infrastructure for optimal performance. Government is aware of congestion in some offices, but we continue to address this. While recognizing your right to fair wages, decent working conditions, and social protection, it is expected for workers to be more dedicated, hardworking, and committed to their core mandate. To whom much is given, much is expected. I charge you to continue to be more professional, compassionate, productive in the service to our people who are employers. As your government, we reaffirm our commitment to transparent engagement with labor unions and policies that promote your welfare. I wish to emphasize that this government is providing the platform for public workers in the states and private investors alike to thrive. This in turn has made it easy for the government to attain its critical goals as contained in the 6 pillars of administration. I urge you all to keep into the Ekiti shared prosperity vision. It is also gratifying to note that career enhancement, training and retraining to build the capacity of staff will continue to receive the attention of government to facilitate improvement and promotion of workers. We shall continue to institutionalize policies and devise establishments connections that will have direct implication on the well-being of workers. As partner in progress, your strategic position is considered as a great asset to the state government, and as such, it is expected that you join hands with this administration in the onerous task of building and sustaining the socio-economic growth and development of our state. Before I conclude my speech, I wish to emphasize that the state government has responsibilities toward workers which call for cooperation, collaborations, consensus, comradeship, and not confrontation. And on these notes, I'm extremely grateful to the chairman of NLC, TUC, JNC, and all labor leaders in Ekiti State for your maturity, for your commitment to workers' welfare, and for your understanding. Everything we have achieved in Ekiti State, we were able to do so because we created the enabling environment and the atmosphere for us to try. We are extremely grateful for this, and we count on future support. It is therefore imperative for us to embrace peace and shun any act capable of threatening the prevailing peaceful atmosphere in the state. Madam Head of Service, thank you so much, ma'am. You are leading so well. I'm proud of you. You are pride to the service of Ekiti State. Thank you so much. God bless you. Are you politicians? As we face the economic realities of our time, let us engage in constructive dialogue, eschew disharmony and rancor. Ekiti must not be left behind in the schemes of things. We must prepare our workforce for the digital age through training, innovations, and entrepreneurship. I congratulate you all on this special and remarkable occasion, and I wish all of us a happy celebration. And by this time next year, none of us will be amiss. We will be here also to celebrate the goodness of God in our life. Once again, I'm so grateful for your show of love. The connection is organic, and I'm thankful to God for this. God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. Thank you so much.
The State Head of Service, Dr. Folakemi Olomodobi, said the annual Workers' Day provided the civil space for workers to express themselves freely and to constructively engage government on issues bordering on development, livelihood, and social welfare. She commended Governor Oyebanji for his unwavering commitment to improving the living standard of Ekiti workers through various policies. The move, which she observed, had created better civil space for them, for the workers to perform optimally.
However, we all know too well how economic hardship can shrink this vital space. When the cost of living becomes unbearable and job security becomes a mirage, the ability to actively engage in civic life can be severely curtailed. The immediate pressures of survival can overshadow the long-term fight for our rights and dignity. We cannot allow economic hardship to become a justification for our silence or the erosion of our fundamental rights. Indeed, it is precisely because of these hardships that a vibrant and fiercely defended civic space is more critical than ever, and we need to be reclaimed through joint effort of the government and workers through the various labor unions. I want to especially acknowledge you, sir, Mr. Governor, that Ekiti State, under your leadership, has provided significant milestones in improving workers' welfare, and this gives us the civic space that we so desire. The increased minimum wage is not just a wage, it's a statement of eternal commitment to the welfare of our people. As the state government implemented this wage as promised by Mr. Governor, and it was facilitated to ensure that every worker inches forward to earning a living wage to at least provide basic necessities. This, to a great extent, proves the unwavering commitment of the Imbaji-led administration to better the lot of workers in Ekiti State. Mr. Governor has said in different fora that this is still not our destination, and I so believe by God's grace. I also want to acknowledge, sir, your inclusive participation. Very recently, we won again the #1 space in the fiscal transparency evaluation. Transparency and regular interactions with stakeholders in the state has in no small measure reduced agitations in the state among workers. This is a key factor to enhancing our civic space. The third that I want to mention is the enhanced social benefits. We want to state without fear that our voices are heard in Ekiti State. The state government has expanded social benefits such as healthcare and education to support workers and their families. The government palliative buses have not stopped running even after we have provided the improved minimum wage. The social health insurance extended to pensioners and all is a testimony that workers are considered relevant in and out of public service.
Nigeria worker, ever conscious Nigeria worker. Great.
The chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Mr. Kolakwo Latunde, and his counterpart in the Trade Union Congress, TUC, Mr. Shola Digun, spoke extensively on the theme of this year's event and its effects on workers in the country. They all commended to Governor Oyebanji for his foresight, inclusive governance, which had significantly improved the living standard of Ekiti workers. They also acknowledged the governor for the implementation of 70,000 naira minimum wage salary structure, which they said remains one of the best in the country.
Civil space is an environment created by nature to operate freely without entrance from any political power, which will allow citizens and organizations to operate freely within the ambit of law of the land in shaping policies, expressing opinions, and holding authorities accountable without provocation from the power that be. Let me go to the welfare of workers and infrastructural development in the Ekiti State. From the point of view of workers in the Ekiti State, the Nigeria Labour Congress wants to appreciate His Excellency, Governor Govt Oyebanji, for his proactiveness to the welfare of workers in the Ekiti State. It is very expedient to acknowledge His Excellency's good nature and disposition to human resources, development, and all-round infrastructural breakthrough in Ekiti State. His Excellency Good Human Resource Development Initiative has stemmed from the underlisted achievement. 1. Prompt payment of salaries, pension and defrayal of all salary arrears since His Excellency's assumption of duty as the Governor of Ekiti State. Also the payment of gratuities of pensioners as sine qua non in recent time in Ekiti State, and has continued to build cordial relationship with all spectrum of pensioners in Ekiti State. His Excellency gave approval to the payment of primary school workers car loan and housing loan, while luxurious buses were provided to convey workers to their workplace and students to school free of charge to ease the burden of high transportation costs. And of recent, we are happy when we visited the sports department. We discovered that the renovation is ongoing 100%, and the always sponsorship of our people in Ekiti State to represent us in Nigeria and all over the world is giving us joy. I want to appreciate that, His Excellency. 4, it is very imperative to acknowledge the twice increment in subvention towards subvented institutions in Ekiti State. Honestly, it is very unprecedented in the history of Ekiti State in recent time, because all subvented institutions in our dear state have grabbed difficulties under the financial distress until the commendable intervention of His Excellency Govt. Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji. What a jubilation and happy moment among our workers I witnessed at the legislative and judiciary arms of government when approval and implementation was given to minimum wage.
Mr. Governor, we thank God Ekiti. In the committee of people where we talk about workers' welfare, we can say we have received kudos. I'm saying that emphatically and repeatedly. We have received kudos. Last night I told my colleagues from other states that we've received April salary as at 16. They were surprised. We are happy about that. However, sir, this is the part of the civic space we want to claim. You have not denied us such. At every forum we have been able to speak the mind of the workers.
Well done, thank you for doing a human's job. Whatever we do here will be in the world very soon. Thank you, great NUJ, Nigeria Union of Journalists, my beloved union. Thank you, Ashish Odo, NTV8, NTV.
The governor of the workers' support for his administration. The theme of this year's celebration is reclaiming the civil space in the midst of economic hardship. And that's it on Government House Diary. Thanks for staying tuned and join us next time for another interesting edition of the program. Until then, my name is Toba Babalola. Bye for now.
Today I'm proud to hand over this brand new, fully furnished building to Mama Ajayi on behalf of the Abiyamo Esther Oyebaji Foundation. Foundation Mama Loko Ile. We hope this home will bring you peace, Mama Ajayi. This home will bring you comfort and the strength to continue living your life with peace and joy. Baba Obada ṣe wá nínú ilé yìí o. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni? Ẹ ṣé, God bless you.
Afẹnitaditẹ, afẹnitapẹ gan, òun lásán wípé bá ò ṣe dáadáa. Ìbànjí ṣe gúdúgúdú méje yàyà mẹ́fà o. Abíọ́dún.
Orúkọ Gọ́vnà Bíọ́dún Àbáyọ̀mí Oyèbánjí tí ó jẹ́ gọ́vnà wa. Wọ́n ní ká dúpẹ́ bí ẹ ṣe fìfẹ́ hàn sí wọn. Tí ẹ fìfẹ́ hàn tó bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́ tí ẹ tún ṣe bánà wọn síta. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń kí yín fúndò, wọ́n máa ń kọjá, wọ́n máa ń kí yín o. Wọ́n wá ní bísíǹsì tẹ́ ì ṣe yìí o. Tó jẹ́ pé nínú ẹ̀ náà lẹ ti ṣe léyìí. Wọ́n wá ní ká support, wọ́n fẹ́ support ẹ fi support ọjà yín.
Ayọ̀ mi fún wọ́n gẹ̀ẹ́sì nínú mi kò ní ọ̀sẹ̀ because orí ìgbàgbọ́ wa tí bá ò ṣe fún mi. Ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ ṣe bánà yìí, orí orí ọ̀fẹ́ gbà ní straight. Ọmọ mi sì kì í gbà yìí. So owó tó yẹ kí n san free head ó lọ sí almost 200,000. Báwo ló sọ? Báwo jọ? Báwo jọ? Dé láti hospital yẹn pé mo máa ṣe because PDP original PDP ni mí but láti ìgbà tí mo ti dé láti hospital yẹn mo declare.
Àwọn èèyàn ti ń béèrè lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ kí ni mo rí tí mo fi ṣe bánà yẹn fún báwo orí iṣẹ́ tó ṣe nílùú Èkìtì most especially nílùú Ìlàwẹ̀ Èkìtì ní ìlú tó gbádùn iná jù ní Èkìtì lónìí Ìlàwẹ̀ jẹ́ ìpínlẹ̀. Ọ̀nà tí báwo ṣe ní ìlú Ìlàwẹ̀ lẹ́nu gbogbo àlàjọ láì báwo ló gba ìyàwó mi síṣẹ́ so mo nígbàgbọ́ nínú báwo gidigidi torí tó kó yàn lára mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ báwo gidigidi Ọlọ́run tó ti mú dé ipò yìí amúdé ipò ńlá kékeré lèkìtì sì rí o ìgbà tó bá di president gbogbo àlàjọ pé ọmọ yẹn sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ adara sí lórúkọ Jésù.
mélòó mélòó ẹ mọ àwọn èèyàn tí ọ̀gá tí wọ́n ti gbà sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ní sọ̀dọ̀ wa ìgbà tí mo lọ sákùn bẹ́ẹ̀ kò sí workers but thank God today you are many. àmọ́ yẹn ni tó jẹ́ pé ẹni tó jẹ́ pé kò mọ èèyàn gan tó jẹ́ pé sùkúl lọ bá gómìnà ní ọ́fíìsì gómìnà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe kí ni wọ́n dá wọn náà.
Fún wa nìkan ó kàn nífẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn èèyàn kò tiẹ̀ fojú pa wá rẹ́ tó bá ti ń kọjá a tún ní kọ́ bá wọn yí láti sísàlẹ̀ a tún juwọ́ sí wa mo wá wò ó pé irú gómìnà wọn lélẹ́yìn gómìnà pàtàkì pé gómìnà tí ò tiẹ̀ wò ó pé ṣáwọn eléyìí tiẹ̀ tó mi pé ìbò làwọn eléyìí tiẹ̀ lè dé lára mi.
Ẹni bá mọ yìí ló lè sọ ṣe òye náà jíṣẹ́ gúdúgúdú méje yàyà mẹ́fà.
Governor, Mr. Oyebanji Bao. He brought this transformer to us, to our community, and we have been very grateful because for the past 2 years now, we have been struggling with our transformer in order to have light. But now he brought transformer to our light, to our community. It's a great player, and we are sincerely appreciating him for this wonderful thing he has done for this community.
Ìjọba báwo ó ti lé lọ́dún mẹ́fà tí transformer tó ti ń dẹ́rùbà wá náà ọjà tó bá dúbà yìí tó bá lànà ẹni tó gbé wá máa ń sá ṣùgbọ́n lẹ́nu ìgbà tó báwo ti gbé mi wá yìí ọkàn wá balẹ̀ kó ọjà wá sèfù ṣé wàá dúpẹ́ gidigidi lọ́wọ́ báwo.
ẹni pé wọ́n gbé transformer wá síbí ọlọ́lá wa gómìnà Govt. Oyebanji wọ́n pè gbàjarè sí wọn pé iná bí ò dáa láti ọdún méjì sẹ́yìn pé kò lè fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn kan máa jìyà iná gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìfẹ́ tán ní sí ará ìlú wọ́n ní pé léni o pé aláàbẹ̀gbé transformer wá síbí so that iná lè tọ́ fún àwọn èèyàn wọ̀nyí wọ́n lè rí iná lò kí ìgbádùn wọn ará ìlú tó jẹ wọ́n lógún yẹn wọ́n lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jàpá ní ìjọba tara tó ìjọba tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Where we are right now is the youth agricultural farm at Ipoliloro. It's a 2 hectares of land, 20 hectares of land that was approved by the state government. And the essence of this project, as I've said earlier, is a cluster of young people in agriculture. Rather than all of us having our individual farms, we felt that there's a need for us to come together as a cluster and as a cooperative that will do a joint farming. And already our farm workers who are really going to get engaged in most of the farm cultivation and management. And at the same time too, the beauty of this project is that it is mechanized. You can see that tractor is already working. The clearing is going on. It's about 94% completed. The other less than about 2 hectares there to be completed. So between now and Friday, the contractor should be done with that. Then after that, the contractor will also do plowing. One of the benefits that we are also going to, that the state government is also going to give to us is in terms of seedlings and fertilizer. So it has made it easier. And I think that we must commend our governor for this kind of initiative, because if you actually want young people who are passionate about farming to go into farming, the best way to encourage them is to go on mechanized farming, not just mechanized farming in a kind of large scale. What we are doing here, about 70% of this farm will go for cassava and maize, 30% of it will go for tomato, pepper, okra, cucumber, and garden egg. So I want to thank Mr. Governor for this kind of initiative. It has made it easier for young people to go into farming. We want to commend him, and at the same time to the other cooperative members of Youth in Agriculture. I want to commend them for their commitment, their steadfastness for the success of this project. Thank you, and God bless you.